mic up a little bit. We're gonna do the thing I threatened to do earlier. You hear me okay? Hi guys, how are you?
Hello.
Welcome to the 5th time I have ever done this show in front of people I am not married to. Yes, I'm very serious about that. Since this is what we call the soft open, I want to, and kind of just got out of the side of the sound check here, I'm going to do a song I threatened to do earlier. Because the 3rd time I did this show, I did this because I did this during basically a live sound check because there was nobody else on the stage. This song, would you like to hear a foul, 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 foul song? Okay, there are no bad words in it. There is one dubious term and one incredibly disturbing mental image. Now, I got to ask this and I can see you guys because we have the lights up. We haven't turned the rock star lights on, and I appreciate that. Does anybody here in the audience know what a sootican is? Just raise your hand if you do. Good. Do not look this up until you leave this convention, because I do not want to ruin your festive convention experience. Do not put the phone down. Do not look this up, because I do not want to be wandering out there and hear somebody go, "Oh my God!" Because that's what will happen. This is a song written by my friend Quigley Finch, who also wrote another song I'm going to do a little bit later, which is better. And it goes like this. It doesn't have an instrument because it does not deserve one. Oh, the troubadour in his line of work is a man of many sins. I have traveled round the world, my store of knowledge is not thin. But there is just one secret that nobody can best me in. It's a careful dissertation on the lowly sootican. If you're wondering what a sootican is, then wonder ye no more. They waggle back and forth twixt eyes and then fall on the floor. But for as to where they come from and as to where they go, there be some things about sooticans you just don't want to know. Oh, they come in many colors and they come in many styles. If you find them lying on the floor, please sweep them into piles. If you're looking to collect them, you can keep them in a box. If you step on one without your shoes, then you will stain your socks. If you're wondering what a sootican is, then wonder ye no more. They waggle back and forth twixt eyes and then fall on the floor. But for as to where they come from and as to where they go, there be some things about sooticans you just don't want to know. Oh God, where do they come from? Oh, these funny little things. There's one thing that I know for sure, they don't descend from kings. Oh, once I saw a recipe for Cookie's favorite stew. A pound of butter, a pound of beef, and a sootican or two. If you're wondering what a sootican is, then wonder ye no more. They waggle back and forth twixt eyes and then fall on the floor. But for as to where they come from and as to where they go, there be some things about sooticans you just don't want to know. No, you just don't want to know. There be some things about sooticans you just don't want to know. Well, now that we've done that, don't look it up. Resist the urge. Swear to God. It's like dealing with a bunch of 6-year-olds. All right, 2 things I got to do before we get this show completely and officially underway. How long have I got, guys? Half hour? 20 minutes? Judgment call. You want to go for the full half hour? 25? Timer. Like, get the heck off the stage on time. Folks, I want to thank you all for coming here, and I want to welcome you to the Troubadour Show. I am Tobias the Adequate. Some of you know me from the internet, from podcasts, from Renaissance festivals and stuff like that. And I have been a magician for 18 years. And one thing I've discovered is when I tell people that I am a magician, almost always what they say immediately afterwards is, "Oh, really? What instrument do you play?" Not making this up, man. And so I had to learn how to play an instrument in self-defense. So that's how this all kind of began. Possums in a trench coat come to tea. They sit right at a table like you and me. Do they want another biscuit? Better give them the whole package, 'cause I'm not really a guy. There's 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat go to town. They got themselves an Uber, couldn't flag it down. The driver didn't stop, no, he just kept on going, 'cause he didn't want to drive. 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat see a show. Do you give them just one seat or the entire front row? Do the possums in the middle just peek out through the buttons? Man, I got so many questions for 6 possums in a trench coat. Bridge! Possums in a trench coat on a date. Got there 20 minutes early, couldn't stand to be late. Everything turned out to be much better than expected, 'cause the date turned out to be 6 possums in a caftan. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. 6 possums in a caftan. I wrote that song for this convention because I have a friend named Cameron who swears blind that they are in fact 3 possums in a trench coat. And I thought, well, if 3 possums in a trench coat is funny, 6 possums in a trench coat is freaking hilarious. I have been writing songs. We all do this when we're little. When we're young, we write songs. We make stuff up all the time. It's la da 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 da. You see it out there now. And then somewhere along the line, we get this kind of like hammered into us to shut the heck up. And that never happened to me. Can you tell? And so my brain, which just generates this stuff, and I have witnesses in the audience who can very clearly attest to this, it just keeps going and going and going and going. Mucks were an amazing outlet for me because I can type fast. And so I would just riff and banter. And by the way, I want to thank every single one of you who helped to promote banter in our lifetime, because by God, we need this kind of stuff. Witty conversation. I got tired of being stared at a lot. So I've been doing festivals and such as a magician, as I said, as Tobias the Adequate for about 18 years now. But I've been doing fairs for almost 30, which is a terrifying thing to think about. That's a long time to be wrapped up in burlap, dude. And this song I came up with based on a conversation that I've had thousands of times. Anybody out there, just out curious, anybody out there do Ren fairs or visit Ren fairs? I'm sure you do. There's a lot of crossover. The Venn diagram is basically a big circle. And so this is a conversation that we have a lot. I'm sure that you have had it. Do you know my friend from fair? Do you know my friend from fair? He's 4 foot taller, and he's got brown or sandy hair. And he has a hat and tankard, and he wears these great big boots. And he wanders around in a loincloth or one of them doublet suits. I'm sure you've seen him. Do you know my friend from fair? Do you know my friend from fair? He's a unique individual, no one else can compare. For he always sings or juggles as he goes about the town. And he always has a great big sword that ought to narrow it down. He stands out in the crowd. He really does. Do you know my friend from fair? Do you know my friend from fair? If you saw him coming down the lane, you'd have to stop and stare. For he don't recall if it's pickles, pretzels, or if it's popcorn that he sells. You can hear him come from a mile away on account that he wears bells. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Real quick, what goes jingle, bang, jingle? Morris Dancer in a minefield. You got that joke, you're a nerd. Do you know my friend from fair? Do you know my friend from fair? He's the coolest guy in all the world, I truly do declare. If you saw him out in person, then you'd know of whom I speak. For he dresses like a pirate, now isn't that unique? Pirate! pointy ears. Elf pirate. Gossamer wings. Fairy elf pirate. And kilt. Scottish fairy elf pirate. And horns. Demon Scottish fairy elf pirate. And a foxtail. Nobody knows why. Do you know my friend from Fair? I think I saw him over there. His name is Wolf or Hawk or Raven, or I think it might be Bear. Well, we've never met outside of Fair, but I'm sure he'll be along. Hey, wait a minute. I'm talking about you. I guess I'll end this song. There we go. That's that. Kind of weird the way this all works out. See, as I start writing these things, sometimes I don't plan to write them. Pardon me, this is a very noisy instrument because it has a giant microphone attached. I don't do that. I was planning to sit down just to prove that I still can, but I think this is going to be an all stand-up show. We'll bring this one out. This is Purdy. She's 8-string. Oh. Yeah, I know. Some of the stringed instrument nerds like, It also takes 4 days to tune her. So I was puttering around in my day job because, oddly enough, singing goofy songs about possums does not pay the bills. And I was puttering around. I was going through the list of stuff that I needed to do. I did this, do this, do this, do this, and then we'll steal their socks. What? And then we'll steal their socks. Dang it. Now I have to write a song. So this is a steampunk airship sock-stealing pirate shanty in the traditional mode. Covers a lot of territory, doesn't it? It started out in A, and I realized that A minor is much more piratey sound, isn't it? Arr. A is more like ee. Arr. Ee. Arr, ee, arr, ee, arr. That's not the song. Okay. Honestly, this is just me doing. They gave me They gave me amplification. That was their first mistake. All right. I'm taking a dramatic stance. I have no idea why. I usually sit down. Come listen to me, tell me hearties, heed well to make call. We'll stalk our prey and stealthily we'll glide over the wall. We'll land as soft as feathers and we'll deftly pick their locks. We'll pounce upon our prey, me boys, and then we'll steal their socks. Sock pirates of the sky, me boys, the air be where we roam. Just looking for a decent pair without a holy toe. Sock pirates of the skies, me boys, the clouds be where we roam. We'd all turn on as sailors if we just could make our own. The city watch, they know our ship, each one does know our name. They stalk down us poor sailors, and upon us heap their shame. We'd ransack every shop in town, for hosiery we adore. 'Tis not so much a fetish, more a way of keeping score. Sock pirate in dirigibles, the sky be where we roam. Just looking for a decent pair without a holy toe. Sock pirates of the sky, me boys, no matter where we roam. We'd all turn on as sailors if we just could make our own. We'd almost had our fill, me lads, but we made one stop more. Accosted a fair maiden coming out of the yarn store. This plucky lass, she was not scared, she didn't flinch a bit. She glared us down defiantly and taught us how to knit. That ain't hard. Sock pirates of the sky, no more, no longer do we roam. We've all turned on the sailors who know how to turn a toe. Sock pirates of the sky, no more, we've settled down at home. We've all turned on the sailors now that we can make our home. Thanks. I'm watching the timer slowly drift backwards. It's like, okay, can I do that song? Can I do that song? Yeah, I got something. Let me do this one. This is good because there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of crossover in fandom. You know, between Renaissance festivals and steampunk and furries and all that. There's this big, literally a big oval more than anything else. And I wrote this one because you'll see people wandering around out there with big top hats and goggles and frock coats and pipes and tubes and cogwheels just glued onto stuff for no damn reason. Wow, that's a little buzzy. That's all right. Baby, but it's missing a few gears. I said I got me an ornithopter, mama, but it's missing a few gears. I'm gonna get that sucker flying, but it just might take a couple years. I got me an army surplus ship, mama, but its rigging's kinda torn. I said I got me an army surplus airship, mama, but the rigging's kinda torn. I've been looking for parts for it, but it was manufactured years before I was born. I got them low budget, underfunded steampunk blues. I'd have an army of fanatical minions, mama, but I can't afford their union dues. I need to find me an ancient Aztec treasure or some kind of gullible venture capitalist that I can use. Bridge! Thank you for keeping the beat. I can't. I got them low budget, underfunded steampunk blues. It's hard to take over the world, mama, when you can't afford your own shoes. I try to take over the world, but man, I barely can afford the licensing fees to the External Combustion Orchestra. Y'all are adding 5 years to my life. I got to tell you that right now. Alrighty, cool. Now, there is a lot of crossover, as I say. I'm a multidisciplinary nerd. I do play game. I am a gamer, but not a hardcore gamer. I am the filthiest of filthy casuals. Although, true fact, once upon a time, a long time ago, way off in the midst of the internet, there's a thing known as furry muck. I know, I'm that old. And you see, there's a lion, old shaggy-ass lion wandering out there named Roon, R-O-O-N. And I was on there for a very long time, and I still am occasionally, but life, gets on top of you. However, during the time that I was out there, someone on the Blizzard development team put a character out somewhere out there in World of Warcraft named Roon Wildmane. So if you've been given a quest by Roon Wildmane, sorry. Let me do this. I'm going to bring this out. This instrument was made on a bet. It is a cigar box guitar. It is a 4-string cigar box guitar made by my friend Michael Van Slyke of Archangel Arts in Austin, Texas. And it's kind of like prosthetic talent because it's tuned to an open G. A G, A. See? Not a lot of effort required, which is good for the kind of bash and pray player that I am. This particular song may sound familiar to some of you because it's based on something by Warren Zevon. If you know who Warren Zevon is, you are of my age group. I went home with the bar wench, the way I always do. How was I to know she fought for the Lions too? I was grinding in Pandaria. I took a little risk. Sang clerics, orcs, and mana. Guildmaster, get me out of this. Help! An innocent bystander got caught up in their quest. Now I'm being chased by these maniacs, so get me out of this mess. Get me out of this mess. I'm hiding by my hearthstone. All my dots are in the bin. Sang clerics, orcs, and mana. Those stupid cyclists done me in. Sang clerics, orcs, and mana. Hey, what a great idea, role play, and I'm dead now. Sang clerics, orcs, and mana. One whole good traveler, and I'm dead again! Sang clerics, orcs, and men. Okay, camper, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Sang clerics, orcs, and men. Leroy! Sang clerics, orcs, and men. Well, it's not rage quitting if you're laughing, right? Good game. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going to go play Tetris or something. Oh, God. Okay, two more songs. Those of you who were here for the live sound check heard one of the two songs that my friend Quigley Finch does that I am very fond of. This is the other one. It's prettier. It's more of a palate cleanser before we get to the big, stupid rock star finale. I have a big, stupid rock star finale. There we go. This one is a seafaring song. I may turn Irish during it. It's not intentional. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and the crew be bold, the boatswain's old, and we all do love our grog. The captain was the toughest man to ever sail the seas, until one thing finally struck him down, 'twas a nasty French disease. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Oh, the captain finally met his match, old France she finally won. The first mate sat beside him for the setting of the sun, and the last words of the captain to the good crew of the dog was that none shall ever take his place till they find the captain's log. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So we searched down in the scuppers and we searched up in the nest For a time we kept our spirits high with witty words and jests, but soon a gloom enveloped us, thick as a pea soup fog. For no matter where we looked, we could not find the captain's log. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So at last we looked in the great big book that the captain brought to sea, in which he put each day's events as written history. But no matter where we searched inside that vast and lofty tome, we could not find where the captain's log had chosen for to roam. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. For the many logs that we did find, they all do look the same. But we never once found the piece of wood inscribed with the captain's name. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. I'll wait. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. What's really good is I can see just enough out there to see people get that. I need some water. You need water too. Drink water, because if you do not drink water out here in Texas, you freaking die. Let's do it. One more song. I have been very fortunate in that although I was born in the late 60s, I have been able to watch all of the technology that we now take for granted come into being. And I've wanted to make movies and do videos and sing songs and record things and share them out with the world my entire life. And the last 20 years has been amazing because all this stuff is now, we carry it. Literally, it's ubiquitous. And so I've been using it. I'm still not famous. I'm a little annoyed by that. So I decided that instead of complaining about it, I'd write a song. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna make buckets of exposure, 'cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, 'cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not me? So I went to the internet and looked up how to be famous on the internet. Porn. Page 2, porn. Page 3, porn. Page 5, 6, 7, 8, porn. Somewhere around about page 97. Play a game. Wear a hat. Put on some makeup. Show us your cat. It's also easy. Who can blame us? 'Cause everybody wants to be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, 'cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, 'cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous, 'cause those guys can do it, hey, why not me? It's also easy. They don't use sales. Somehow the ad views pay all your bills. Remember Andy Warhol? What he did proclaim was, in 15 minutes we'll all be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, 'cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous, if those guys can do it, hey, why not me? Key change, we all wanna be internet famous. We wanna make them internet bucks. We wanna drown in all that exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. We all wanna be internet famous, that's why we rant and rail and we make such a fuss. We all wanna be internet famous, if those guys can do it, hey, why not us? You people, yeah, now I know why Pete Townsend doesn't do that anymore. You people have been absolutely astonishing. I'm Tobias the Adequate. This is my 5th ever Troubadour show, number 6. We'll be at 4 p.m. Well, now that I've had this rehearsal. Thank you guys so much for encouraging my behavior. Thank you. The timer went ding. I think that's it. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you so much. I will be out there with a table selling my little heart out shortly. Please feel free to buy useless crap. I got tchotchkes, so many tchotchkes.